Yeah, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy RJ back at you again. Hope y'all are having a good day today. Alright, y'all. So today we got the absolute worst gamer deaths ever by a talking hat. You already know what y'all gotta do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn the post notification bell so you never miss when I upload a video. Share this video, share your cool stuff, and yeah, let's get straight into it.
The Royale Incident. Addiction is a chronic condition characterized by a compulsive urge to engage in a specific behavior like drinking, substance abuse, or in this case, Clash Royale. A young man had grown so attached to the mobile game that it became the center of his life. He was a level 9 and was already at 3,600 trophies, which, honestly, is pretty impressive considering that this took place back in 2016. In those times, having just 3,000 trophies would literally place you in the highest arena. To put it into perspective for today's time, it'd be like getting to 15,000 trophies when you're just a level 12.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never even played this game. I've seen this game, but I've never played this game in my life before.
In other words, he was a sweat. Each victory gave him a rush of validation.
Oh my god, bro, I hate sweats in video games, bro. I hate sweats, I hate tryhards. Bro, it's like, bro, it ain't that serious, gang, bro. Just let it go. Bro, calm down, bro. You got the rest of the day, you got the rest of the week, you got any other chance, you got all this other free time you probably have.
And each loss felt like a personal failure. His days revolved around the climb, pushing trophies, upgrading cards, and chasing more wins. Over time, his joy turned into obsession. The game that once entertained him slowly began to consume him. It was no longer just Clash Royale, the app was now his life. He took everything personal. Unfortunately for him, on one fateful night, the man would become overwhelmed by the two cards he absolutely hated the most in the game, Elite Barbs and Hog Riders. Match after match, player after player, his opponents kept using these cards with their levels completely maxed out. He began losing every round, with each loss angering him more than the last. Before the young man even realized it, he had dropped down hundreds of trophies in a single day, and at that point, something inside him broke. Rage and despair collided. The man threw his phone, got up from his seat, and began, unfortunately, I can't really show you the rest of this incident, because it turns out that it actually crosses some of YouTube's guidelines. So, maybe I'll make a Patreon or something? I don't know, but anyways, let's move on to the next incident. The Gamer Rage Incident. In June 2024, a gaming dispute took an unthinkable turn from the virtual world into real life. After receiving constant trash talk and beratement from another player on a dying video game, a 20-year-old man from New Jersey finally decided that enough was enough. His favorite video game was shutting down its servers, his life was stressing him out, and this player was still trash-talking him. The man sat down and deeply pondered how he'd go about addressing his situation, and it was at that moment that he came up with an ingenious idea. He'd go and find out where the player lived, tell his mother that he was going to visit a distant friend, and then fly 1,000 miles to the player's town. Upon arrival, he'd purchase a hammer at a local hardware store, and then found the man's house. At 2 a.m., the 20-year-old would enter.
How do you even find that man's house? Like, he's distance away. How do you even know where to go to look and figure out where he lives? Like, are you like something like he got to be some type of hacker or something, or you just got to be searching up people's name on the website until he somehow finds the address or something? I don't know, because how is that even possible? And then not even that, how do you end up staying mad over a video game that long enough for you to tell your mom that you're going to see a distant friend, buy a plane ticket, go to the airport, get on the plane, fly all the way to wherever bro is at, and then go to then you have to go to the hardware store, purchase a hammer, and then you have to go find his house and figure out how to sneak in. Bro, I'm not saying, look, I'm not like that in any kind of way, but bro, by the time I purchased the plane ticket and by the time I made it to the airport, I'd be like, bro, what the freak am I doing? Why am I doing this? Like, what is wrong with me, bro? It's not that serious, it's just a game. I've never been that mad at a video game, though.
Through the man's unlocked door. Then he ambushed him and struck him repeatedly as he walked out of his bedroom.
Why he still got a $10 tag on the hammer? That's funny.
The man would break into a panic and completely freak out whilst trying to register the totally unbelievable situation before his eyes. Some dude he was trash talking on an MMO was actually inside his house at 2 o'clock, attacking him. During their struggles, the man began to scream out for help, and to his complete luck, his stepfather happened to be awake and nearby. The two of them together were able to stop and subdue the 20-year-old until deputies arrived.
God,
Although he
dog, they beat him down when they caught. When stepdad came in, bro, like he got a beating, bro.
was
He got a
injured pretty
real good
badly,
beating.
the man survived and received staples that had helped close several head wounds. As for the other man, Kang was arrested on multiple felony charges, and when questioned about why he did what he did, he chillingly replied by saying that the other gamer was a bad person online.
What?
VR
That's
incident.
stupid. See, bro, this is why I don't want a VR. I don't care how much money I make or how much money I have. I don't want a VR system because I'm literally putting a thing, like a headset over my eyes. And like, yeah, you're in the virtual world. You're in the virtual world and it's cool. But when you got a lot of stuff in your room or at least around your house or a bunch of breakable things, you don't know what you hitting. You don't know where you're running in. You don't know what you're running into. And for all you know, you could trip and fall over something and break something or possibly hurt yourself very badly.
December 2017, a 44-year-old man in Moscow was at home with his headset strapped on, fully immersed in a VR session. But inside his apartment, the line between the simulated world and the real one blurred.
Or to me, at least if you're gonna do something like that, any and every possible thing that you could think of that you could possibly make you fall, trip over something that you could fall onto, or you could break something, or you could hurt yourself very badly. What you needed, to me, before you even think about putting the headset on, you need to move tables, chairs, just anything that's a hazard to where you could fall over or trip over, anything like that. You need to move all furniture like that away, and you need to have a clear open space to where you can just do what you need to do until you take your headset off. And then when you try to take the headset off, then you can move everything back.
As he moved around the room, he lost his footing and stumbled hard, slamming into a glass table. The impact...
See what I mean, bro? It's like, see why I say you gotta move tables and chairs and stuff like that out the way? Because of stuff like this, you could easily fall and break a glass table just like he did and hurt yourself. Possibly even kill
It
yourself.
was devastating. Glass was everywhere, on and inside of him. As the man stood back up, he didn't even have a moment to panic or call 911. He instantly fell back down and became unresponsive. Unfortunately, investigators later reported that he passed away almost instantly. There was no chance to save him. This stood as one of the first recognized incidents where a VR caused the passing of an individual. It serves as a stark reminder that while virtual reality transports us to other worlds, our bodies never leave this one. One misstep in your living room is more dangerous than any simulated battlefield rendered on a screen. So remember to always be aware of your surroundings when you put your VR on. The window incident.
Get this off my screen.
As it grew dark outside, it rained and thundered on. This night was supposed to be a quiet, relaxing session of gaming for this 33-year-old man in the UK. He sat in his living room playing his PS5, unaware of the complete chaos that yet awaited him. He opened up his window for some fresh air and resumed his gaming. However,
You opened up your window during a thunderstorm or something like that. I think that's what he said. I don't know what he said, but it could have been raining hard or a thunderstorm. But either way, when it's raining, or especially if it's thunderstorming, why would you open your window? Idiot.
the weather of the night would have no plans of calming down anytime soon. Slowly, it began storming harder and harder outside of his house.
Just
Then,
stupid,
in the
bro.
midst of his game, a sudden bolt of lightning struck his home, bounced off of a puddle of water outside, and then bolted right through his open window and slammed straight into his body. The impact from the lightning...
What are the chances that happened? What are the chances that a lightning strike bounces off a pond and through your happen to be open window and strikes you? What are the chances, bro?
The bolt was so immense that it launched him from his chair and shocked the living hell out of him, scarring his body with branch-like burns. But, despite how lethal lightning strikes are, the man somehow rose back up from the ground. His head was throbbing and his body was on fire, but he was completely confused, not knowing what hit him. He went to his partner and asked for a wet towel because he had a headache, but upon seeing his horrific condition, they immediately freaked out and rushed him to a hospital to be treated. Doctors and staff took him in and did the best they could do for his burns and internal shock injuries. And against all odds, he somehow survived. Even though he
that's
didn't
great.
pass away,
That's
I couldn't
amazing.
imagine
That's,
how absolutely horrifying
that's good, and that's amazing that he survived.
it must be for you to be playing video games in the safety of your living room one second and then getting struck by literal lightning the next second. Ironically enough, the man was playing Stray, and if you're not familiar with that, it's a game where you're a cat trying to find its way back to its family through, you guessed it, a thunderstorm. The Roblox incident. In the fall of 2024, a boy whose only escape was Roblox found their world warped into something unrecognizable. What had once been a game of building, laughing, and running soon became the doorway to a disturbing nightmare. As the youngster continued his gaming, he'd stumble across another friendly gamer in the chat. But on the other side of the screen was Tara Alexis Sykes, a 36-year-old woman from
Ew. That's just ew.
Pensacola, Florida. And unfortunately, she wasn't just another player, she was something far more nefarious. The woman reached into the child's loneliness and began speaking to him as if she were a close friend and someone who deeply understood him. She took her time and earned his trust, and then she revealed her true intentions. She began instructing him to harm his family members.
Whoa. I don't like this creepy music. And what? You did? Wait, she did what now? Hold on.
She told him to burn his younger sibling with scalding water.
What? Why? I mean, I get that she's possibly mentally ill or sick or something, but just why? Like for what reason would you have to just tell somebody to do that? It just, I don't know. That just don't make sense. It's just weird and just stupid.
And to violently throw him at the tile floor. If his parents found out, she commanded him to sneak into their room at night and to do away with them. She would go on to tell him.
And the fact, and you can kind of tell that who that is, if you get what I'm saying. But even then, like even at that age, to me, whatever age the little guy is or whatever, even at that age, I have the common sense to not listen to a stranger that I just met online. And then even if I did listen to a stranger that I met online, who I probably shouldn't even be talking to in the first place, why would I listen to her telling me to go burn my little brother and then choke my parents out or whatever?
Him to burn their house down with aerosol and matches.
That's stupid.
But when the youngster attempted the first of these vile instructions, deputies immediately arrived to the house. They found that some of the parents' sheets were covered in spray and questioned why he was hurting his younger sibling. Paralyzed in fear, the truth finally spilled out. The kid admitted that there was a woman online who was telling him that he had to do what he was doing. It was revealed that this
weird.
vile witch used...
Ew, bro, and look at her, bro. Bro, she looks like she's mentally ill or something, or just, bro, she looks like a freaking gargoyle or something, bro. She looks like a little small little gremlin, bro.
The children's game to puppeteer a child into attempted... Sykes was arrested and charged with multiple felonies. She was held without bond and now faces...
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. How can you even think to even tell somebody to do that? Let alone think about doing it yourself. That's crazy. Lock her up. Like lock her up and throw away the key. Don't let her out again.
Decades in prison. Thank God. There are countless stories like these on platforms like Roblox. If you're young, do not talk to strangers. And if you have younger siblings, monitor them and always check up on them personally to ensure that they're safe and happy.
Yes, please.
Playing on
Yes,
iPhone?
y'all, please.
Now you can play Unlocked on PC with Google Play Games. Unlock.
The Hammer. It was supposed to be just another night until a game turned into a...
What's up with all this thumping and what's up with all these this thumping in my ear, bro? What's going on? Like, I know this says Nightmare Field, but golly.
motive for... In Russia, a young man was told by his parents to stop staying up all day and playing computer games overnight. His mother took away his keyboard, hoping to enforce some discipline. But unfortunately, his obsession was darker than anyone realized.
And let me guess, he got mad and tried to kill his parents because his mom took away his keyboard. Yep.
That night, while his father slept, the youngster crept into his bedroom with a sledgehammer. Yep.
Where did he get the sledgehammer from?
He literally showed up with a 20-pound sledgehammer. He carefully covered his father's head with a plastic bag to ensure no mess would be made. Then he lifted up the heavy tool and swung it down at his head. He struck him woefully.
Oh my God. Why? Like, why? Like, the dad wasn't even the one that took the tool. I mean, not the tool. Like, bro, he wasn't even the one that took your laptop. I mean, not the laptop, the keyboard. Why? But why would you do that just because you got your keyboard taken away? All they did was tell you to stop playing the game so much at night and go to sleep. Why? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
With 6 brutal swings. And sadly, his father would never wake up. Even though it was his mother who took away his keyboard, he decided to attack his father instead because he was afraid that he'd wake up and stop him. After the...
Are you just that dumb? So instead of attacking your mom, you afraid that your dad would wake up and stop you, but you wasn't afraid that your mom would wake up and try to stop you too? Bro, what is wrong with some people, bro?
Vicious ambush, he demanded his keyboard back from his mother. He then went to his room, locked the door, and went straight to his computer setup, where he would engross himself in an endless binge of gaming for hours until police were called. Thankfully, he was arrested and formally charged.
Bro, what you mean hours, bro? Bro, what the freak? What you mean hours, bro? The moment that he took his keyboard back and locked his door, I would have immediately called 911 and tried to had them come to the house. Probably no less than 30 minutes, or at the most 1 hour. What do you mean he'd been locked in there for hours until the police finally showed up? Man, they should have been there almost immediately.
For what he did to his father. Relatives described him as reclusive, spoiled, and completely lacking discipline. With his father gone, he had finally believed that he was the head of the family, but bludgeoning your father with a hammer so that you can play games doesn't make you into a man. Unfortunately,
exactly, bro. Like, what?
It sort of makes you the opposite. Video games exist as some of the best entertainment out there in the world. They're fun, immersive, and detailed. But safety is more important than fun and immersion. Don't speak to random strangers on the internet. Don't let your gaming become compulsive and uncontrollable. And definitely don't let games make you so mad to the point you start physically attacking people.
Yeah,
game
that's
right,
crazy.
Game safe.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. If you raising over a game and you let a game get to you that much, yeah, something is just wrong with you in general. If you let a game get to you that badly, yeah, something is just wrong with you at this point.
With that being said, I can absolutely destroy any one of you in a Clash Royale match. That's your problem, not mine. Now have a happy day.
Aw, cute little dog. But yeah, alright y'all, so that's gonna be the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and turn the post notification bell so you never miss when I upload a video. And bring your boy RJ, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Deuces.